Always finding yourself one step behind at the best looting spots? Take a second to learn from us and you'll know the farm like the back of your hand. The farm, which is the first map players encounter in ArenaBreakout, has a fairly simple layout. The map is divided into two zones, east and west by a broken bridge. A road in the center also runs from east to west across the map. The locations worth checking out for loot are the trading center on the west side, the stables and motel in the center, and the villa and loading area on the east side. Several missions will take place around these locations, so completing them will help familiarize yourself with the map. While the farm's layout is pretty straightforward, as the spawn points are a short distance away from the resource points, there's a good chance you'll run into other players. On the farm map, there are 6 spawn points, each on both the eastern and western edges. Determine how you're going to traverse the map based on your spawn location and squad objectives. One approach to crossing the map and getting to an extraction point is to hit several resource points along the way to get as much loot as possible. While skirting around the center of the map this way is relatively safe, the travel route is long and some resource points will probably have already been looted by the time you get there. Another possible approach is to head for the motel as soon as you spawn, grab the loot there, and then lie in wait for other players for a second shot at loot before evacuating through the southern blockade. Typically, regular extraction points are positioned on the end of the map opposite the player's spawn point. Apart from the regular extraction points, there are also chance-based and conditional extraction points. The chance-based extraction points have a certain probability of appearing next to the artificial lake and loading area. The conditional extraction points on this map are the Hunter's Path, which requires the player to discard their backpack, and the Southern Blockade, which requires a payment of 2,000 Coin for passage. In ArenaBreakout, loot is typically found at specific locations and inside buildings. These locations are known as resource points. Among the resource points on the farm map, you may first want to focus your attention on the 2 danger zones circled in red, the motel and the stables. While you will find more loot in these 2 zones, there will also be more militants lying in wait. A boss may also spawn at these locations. Motel. The motel is loot central on the farm. It's a 3-level structure, including a basement level, located by the broken bridge at the center of the map. In total, there are 5 entrances. 2 of the 3 entrances on the north side lead to the ground floor, and are usually guarded by militants. Next to these 2 entrances is another entrance that leads to the basement, which can also be accessed through another passage on the south side. A staircase on the south side also provides another way into the second floor. The best loot in the motel can be found on the second floor, where you can find a regular safe in the hallway, as well as an electronic safe, and another regular safe in the main guest room. There are also several weapon cases and plenty of miscellaneous items to be found around the motel, including highly valuable keys. Stables. Like the motel, the stables are also located next to the broken bridge in the center of the map, though this 2-story structure has a far simpler layout. You can enter the stables from either the north or south entrance, both of which are guarded by militants. On the second floor, there is a regular safe as well as several weapon cases. Keep in mind that there is also some great loot to be found at other resource points aside from these 2 danger zones, which makes them safer, but still viable options for your raid. The Farm Blockade opens up for players when they reach level 14. While the gameplay for Farm Blockade is similar to that of the regular farm map, there are also certain prerequisites. And you can also expect some changes in terms of raid loot, the number of militants, and extraction points. We hope this helped you gain a better understanding of the farm map. If you're still not confident, you can try a few raids in covert ops and complete some missions to further familiarize yourself with the map. Keep on looting and shooting, and we'll see you next time.